Once again, we are live this morning here at Bristol Motor Speedway, getting you ready for a weekend packed with racing action. It is also September, and that means it is Hunger Action Month, and it's time for us to join together as a community to really address the problems right here in our own backyard. And here to talk more about how we can all get involved and help make a difference is Kelsi Faulk with the Second Harvest Food Bank. And Kelsi, thanks for joining us out here.
Thank you for having us.
Well, certainly this time of year, we all really want to take a look and address the problem, and we continue to see with the pandemic, the numbers continuing to increase.
Yes. Yeah, they are, and we're definitely at an all-time high. Back during the winter, it was very high. It's dropped a little bit, but we're still seeing much higher numbers than we've seen before.
And these are folks that you've, maybe in the past, I understand, they have been helping the Second Harvest Food Bank and now turning around and needing a little of that assistance.
Yeah, we've had people that we've never, that have never needed assistance before. So that's been very hard, and also we're working on reaching out to those people, and we want them to know that it's okay, and that just, especially because they've helped before, we want them to come, and if they need help, we're more than happy to help them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that you guys are really doing a lot of things online, giving families ideas of how we can use this as really a teaching moment as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one thing, September, just the entire month, we want to encourage people to do something, whether it's volunteer, whether it's, donate food, monetary donations, there's tons of different ways. If nothing else, just share on Facebook, share, post on Facebook, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We just want to get the word out. That's the biggest thing about this month. Of course, like I said, monetary donations really help us a lot. We can stretch that dollar, further than the regular consumer could. So we can provide about 4 meals for $1. So monetary donations really help. If you work for a business and you want to contact us and maybe get some volunteer hours in, we'll take that. There's tons of ways to help.
And right now they can help by checking out your online auction.
Yes.
Wonderful things that they can be bidding on, and they need to go online now because the clock is ticking.
It does, yes. It ends at 5 o'clock today, actually, so we're almost to the end of the auction. Typically every September we have a dinner called the Farmer and the Chef, and this year due to COVID, also last year due to COVID, we could not have that event. So this year we decided to do a silent auction, or an online auction, to replace the silent auction that we usually have at the event. So we have a quail hunt, we have sweet tickets for the race tomorrow, so that's part of the reason that it needed to end today at 5. And as you were talking earlier, those are digitally transferred, so if you win the tickets, then we'll get those to you tonight. There's a parking pass also, so like I said, we have the quail hunt, the race. There's a lot of fun items to bid on.
And it's not too late. This is that time to really get in and push those bids, because we know that money so important to the work that you guys, of course, continue to do. And the Farmer and the Chef, one of those things, Daytime absolutely loves, an incredible event. And the money raised and the awareness through that event, I mean, it's really hard to replace it, I'm sure.
It is, yes. And that's one thing we're hoping that through social media and those different outlets that we can not replace the Farmer and the Chef, but encourage people to help and just to spread awareness. That's what this month is all about.
Well, and I do love your website is packed full of information, and I feel like this is one thing, no matter where we are, there is something that we can do.
Yes, regardless of like you said, where you are, there's something that you can do to help, yes.
All right, well, Kelsi, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We'll give everybody the website. Don't forget, you only have until today, this afternoon, to get those bids in. It is all happening, and there is the website for more information. You can check that out. We're going to be back with more of Daytime live from Bristol Motor Speedway coming up right after this.